There's a strange feeling you can't quite explain. No matter what you're doing, no matter how busy life gets, they keep drifting into your thoughts. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, persistently, like a presence that refuses to fade. And what makes it unsettling is this: nothing obvious is happening. No messages, no confessions, no clear reason. Yet the emotional pull feels stronger than ever, almost heavier, almost urgent. This isn't imagination, and it isn't coincidence. Sometimes when someone is struggling with something they don't know how to express, the connection doesn't disappear, it deepens. Silence doesn't erase emotion, it concentrates it. Pain doesn't always scream. Sometimes it echoes softly through intuition. You might sense distance, but also closeness, absence, but emotional weight. You may feel confused about why they're on your mind, but not confused about how real it feels. If someone has been occupying your thoughts lately, there's a reason, and it may have nothing to do with you, and everything to do with what they're quietly carrying alone. 1. The invisible weight they're carrying. 500 words. Not everyone who struggles looks broken. Some people learn how to carry pain so well that it becomes invisible to everyone else, even to the people closest to them. They laugh when they're supposed to. They show up when expected. They respond with, "I'm fine," because explaining the truth feels harder than enduring it. The person occupying your thoughts may be one of those people. Their struggle isn't dramatic or obvious. It's internal, emotional, the kind that builds slowly, the kind that doesn't come with warning signs, but with subtle shifts, delayed replies, emotional distance, moments of withdrawal they can't explain. When someone doesn't feel safe expressing what they're going through, they often turn inward. And when that happens, the emotional energy doesn't disappear. It travels, especially towards someone they feel deeply connected to. That's where you come in. You may notice sudden memories surfacing, a strong emotional pull for no logical reason, a heaviness when you think of them, even if nothing bad has happened. This is often how unspoken pain communicates, indirectly. They may not want to burden you, they may not have the words, or they may be afraid that if they speak, everything they've been holding together will fall apart. So instead, they carry it alone. And somehow, you feel it. 2. Why your intuition is so loud right now. Intuition doesn't shout. It doesn't explain itself. It simply knows. When someone occupies your thoughts persistently, especially during quiet moments, it's often because your intuition is picking up on emotional shifts that logic can't process yet. You're sensing change before it becomes visible. This is why the feeling feels different from nostalgia, different from longing. It doesn't feel romanticized, it feels concerned, heavy, almost protective. You may feel drawn to check on them, wonder how they're really doing, or feel uneasy even when everything looks normal on the surface. That's intuition responding to emotional imbalance. When someone suppresses pain, confusion, grief, or inner conflict, it creates emotional pressure. And if there's a strong bond, emotional, energetic, or spiritual, that pressure doesn't stay contained. Your intuition notices the silence, the absence, the emotional pause where something used to flow freely. You're not being dramatic, you're being perceptive. Sometimes intuition activates before communication does, before clarity, before truth surfaces. It's the body and soul's way of saying, something is shifting, pay attention. 3. Why they haven't opened up. People don't hide pain because they don't trust others. They hide it because they don't trust themselves to survive saying it out loud. Opening up means admitting vulnerability, admitting confusion, admitting they don't have control. And for some people, that feels terrifying. They may fear judgment or rejection, or becoming a burden, or changing how you see them. So instead, they choose silence. But silence doesn't mean absence of feeling. It means containment. They may pull back, not because they don't care, but because they care too much and don't know how to show it without exposing the cracks they're desperately trying to hide. And ironically, that silence often deepens the connection rather than dissolving it. Because when words disappear, intuition steps in. 4. Why you feel the connection even in distance. Distance doesn't weaken real emotional bonds. It reveals them. When communication slows but emotional awareness increases, it's often because the connection exists beyond conversation, beyond presence, beyond effort. You may feel them during quiet moments. Late at night, when distractions fade, that's when emotional truth surfaces. This isn't about chasing, or waiting, or forcing outcomes. It's about awareness. Sometimes your role isn't to fix or save. It's simply to understand, to hold space emotionally without pressure, without demands. Connection doesn't always require action. Sometimes it requires patience. 5. What this moment is asking of you. This moment isn't asking you to reach out impulsively. It isn't asking you to assume responsibility for their pain. It's asking you to trust what you feel without losing yourself in it. Awareness without attachment. Compassion without control. If they open up, let it be because they're ready, not because they were pushed. And if they don't, know that your intuition served its purpose by helping you understand, not by demanding answers. Sometimes clarity comes quietly, and sometimes knowing why someone occupies your thoughts is enough to bring peace, even before resolution arrives. 6. When understanding brings peace. There comes a moment when the intensity softens, not because the connection disappears, but because understanding replaces confusion. You stop asking why they're on your mind so much and begin accepting that they are. And strangely, that acceptance brings calm. This is where intuition matures. It no longer feels urgent or restless. It feels steady, quiet, assured. You realize that sensing someone's struggle doesn't mean you're meant to carry it for them. It means you were aware enough to notice it without needing proof. Awareness is not responsibility. Compassion is not sacrifice. And connection does not require self-abandonment. At this stage, the pull becomes softer but clearer. You may still think of them, but without anxiety, without the need to check, fix, or intervene. The emotional noise settles, and what remains is a grounded knowing. They're going through something, and I understand without needing details. This is emotional wisdom. Sometimes the greatest act of care is restraint, allowing others to face their inner battles in their own time, trusting that if they need you, they'll find the words. And if they don't, the connection still served a purpose. It deepened your empathy, sharpened your intuition, and reminded you how deeply you feel. You also begin to turn inward. You ask yourself what this experience has revealed about you, your sensitivity, your emotional depth, your capacity to sense beneath the surface. And instead of questioning it, you honor it. Not everyone feels this deeply. Not everyone notices what's unspoken. That's not a weakness, it's awareness. And when peace finally replaces longing, you don't lose the connection, you integrate it. You carry it gently, without tension, without expectation, just understanding. And sometimes that quiet understanding is the closure the soul was waiting for. If someone has been living in your thoughts lately, it doesn't mean you're meant to suffer alongside them. It means you're emotionally aware enough to sense what isn't being said. Trust that awareness, honor it gently, and remember, not every connection is meant to be loud to be real. If this message resonated with you, you're not alone. and you're exactly where you're meant to be.